Right, good evening ladies and gentlemen, it's Antony Carpen here at Hobson's Brook, or a part of it, towards the end of another mini heatwave that we've had. Actually, I'm just by Long Road, as you can see the bridge just there, and I'm by the cycle path and the guided busway, but it's a bank holiday Monday, so no buses. And some of you may have seen the video clip that I made earlier about the state of Cherry Hinton Brook, which isn't in the best of conditions due to water extraction by the water companies, something that has been and still is a big issue across the southeast of England. Our chalk streams are really struggling, and Hobson's Brook is one of them. At least I believe so anyway, because the chalk hills are actually on the other side of the camera, heading kind of like in that direction and in that direction towards a place, funnily enough, called Limekiln Hill, which is actually where the aquifers are that supplies much of Cambridge. And we've got a lot of house building coming up, and unless they do something about providing more water resources, whether it's through kind of like a national water grid from the areas of the country where there's a lot more rain, or desalination plants or a reservoir or whatever, those aquifers are going to struggle, and we're seeing kind of the effects of it here, because the brook normally runs in kind of like that direction. Again, apologies for the setting sunlight. Just over there we've got kind of like an artificially created pond. Not seen the vegetation like this ever, actually, but then the pond was only kind of created in the last few years. I'll switch the camera around and you can see, basically because the camera lens on the other side is much better, but as you can see, even then all you're seeing is just kind of like reeds and everything, and that little patch of water maybe in the middle, and the brook itself should be heading straight west in that direction, straight ahead before it swings around the corner, heading northwards again, as it ultimately feeds into the River Cam. But seeing that it's now entirely overgrown, it's really struggling. So I guess this is kind of like another piece of evidence, or another piece in the jigsaw of Cambridge experiencing, or rather our chalk streams and tributaries of the River Cam experiencing some quite severe water stress. Now, it's also at the same time, it's not as if it's been a particularly dry summer like it was last year. We've had a fair amount of rain over the past couple of months, so people quite understandably have been asking why the chalk streams have been drying up. Now, fortunately, we've had some correspondence with a couple of politicians and other people who have been writing about the problems of the chalk streams. We're hoping to find out next week whether one of the two environmental select committees in the House of Commons are going to be investigating the state of our chalk streams and seeing what we can do about it. So like I said, if you're not watching this space, watch Parliament Space. I'll see you soon.